is very weatherproof, so you can use it outside. 7.4 gigs. It's got its battery, its Wi-Fi. Here's recent clip length. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Polaroid Cube Plus. Okay, don't get this confused with the Cube because this is the Plus version. Okay, so if you're into the action cameras like the GoPros and the action cams and all that other stuff out there, then Polaroid now has one that you can consider as well. And again, this is the Cube Plus because this has the Wi-Fi HD action camera built into it. So that's kind of cool. That has a built-in Wi-Fi. So you can see here it also has slow-mo and some other features. And it says here, let's see if we can get it here. You can see quick sharing with the Wi-Fi. Image stabilization, check. 1440p, 1080p, 720p, 8 megapixel still pics. Magnetic, weatherproof, 124 angle, wide angle lens, up to half-hour battery life, up to 1.5 hour battery life, sorry. Micro USD slot for up to 128 gigs. And again, it does have Wi-Fi, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and as you can see, it works for both Google Play, so Android and iOS. You can use this on both. The app is in the App Store for you to download. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, save you the pain of that, pause the video, and let's demo this bad boy and see what it does. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So now we have everything unboxed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you get in the box, and you get quite a nice little assortment of items. So of course the first thing you do get is the Cube Plus itself, as you can see here. Just a nice little cube. So we'll go into a little more detail on that here in a minute. You get a nice little, this looks a little weird, but you get a little carry thing here with a little strap and little wrist strap too, it looks like. So you can wear this around your neck, around your wrist, however you want to do it. If you got a tiny wrist. No, I'm just kidding. So a nice little protective case for it that you can haul it around in. So you do get a nice little carry case. Pretty cool. You'll also get a little carabiner. So if you want to strap this to something, you can do that. Backpack, whatever, carry it around. You get a little micro USB charge cable, and I mean little. And that's cool. I mean, you don't want a lot of cable management here. This is perfect. So I think that's awesome. Now, another thing you get, which I was a little surprised bit, you get an 8 gigabit micro USD card from Polaroid. So that is included in the box. So you can just get this, take off, and you're going to be set to go right out of the box. Hopefully it has some juice. But other than that, you're ready to go. You get a little Cube Club card here, so if you wanted to join the Cube Club, you could. And then you get a instruction manual from Polaroid Cube Plus here, as well as you can see how everything works. So let's go ahead. Let's download the app. So I'm going to pause this video again. I just want to show you what you get inside the box, and then let's get this all set up, get a little demo footage, and go from there. So we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. So let's take a look at the Cube Plus. I've had it out, I've done some footage with it. Stay tuned at the end of this video or right after this segment, and I will post that footage. And we'll look at all the features that it has, because I took video and stills in all the modes that I could possibly find on this bad boy. Alright, so on the back, this is where we lift this up. Well, it's a real tight fit, because again, this is very weatherproofed, so you can use it outside in the rain. I don't know if I would go underwater with it, but you know, I don't think it said that it was, I don't remember what the water, if it listed what it was complaining on the water side or not. I don't see where it says that. But yeah, I wouldn't take it underwater. Maybe waterproof, but not water resistant. Can't get down under a certain level. Micro USB here to charge, and if you wanted to probably transfer photos as well, you could do that. There's where your micro SD card goes in. I've already installed it, so let's go ahead and put that back on. This is a little magnetic mount here, so if you wanted to use this and some of their accessories, you could do so. It does have a little magnetic thing there. This is your wide angle lens with your microphone, and then up top, this is your LED indicator that kind of tells you what's going on. This is the main power button. Also, this is the take a snapshot or start recording button if you wanted to use this without the actual phone app, which we'll look at here in a second. And this is also to turn on the built-in Wi-Fi of the camera here, so you could connect to it and use your phone or your iPad or whatever as the viewfinder, and we'll look at that too. Little problem with that we'll get into in a minute. So that's really all there is to the actual Cube Plus. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to turn this on, and you'll hear I got to push this in for 3 seconds, and you get 3 little beeps and a green light. That now tells you that the Cube Plus is on. Now if I wanted to take a snapshot, I would just push that real quick. If I wanted to start recording, I would hold it in just a little bit longer, and not quite 3 or 4 seconds, but just hold it in and then it'll start recording a video. So now I'm actually going to turn the Wi-Fi on this, so we got to hold this in for 3 seconds. Okay. So the setup would be like this. So if you download the app from the Android or iOS store, this is what it looks like. It just says Cube Plus. But let's go ahead first. What you want to do after you turn this on, you get the Wi-Fi going, is you want to come down here and you want to join this Wi-Fi on your device. So just look for Cube Plus. There you can see it. And the password for it out of the box. And I've already joined it once, so it's going to know it, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay, so that is the password for this out of the box. Just 1 through, call it 10, but 10's a 0, or just 0 through 9, I guess, but it's 0 at the end, not at the beginning. So we've joined it. That's your default password. Now we can launch the app because we're connected to it wirelessly. And you can see here, it's flashing a little bit different to let you know that you're connected. So let's go ahead and launch the Cube Plus app. And it tells you here, basically, it looks like you don't have a camera connected. Here's the default password. It actually does list it here in the app. So, or if you've changed it, input your own. So let's go ahead and connect, since we know we're connected to the actual app itself. So there is the mode we get into. There is the viewfinder. So you can see here, you got time, you got 30 frames per second, 1080. Right out of the gate, you got video mode. This is your shutter button, basically. So this will actually start the video because you're in video record mode and you're in the 30 frames per second. Now you could come in here and push this, and this is where the app gets a little clunky. It's a little slow. I've changed it to 720p. I push it again, we're up to 1440. I push it again, and 1080. So 30 frames per second, I can push that. Again, it's very slow. Now we're down to 60 frames per second. You can see the response time is kind of slow. So I'm sitting here hitting this and I don't know if it's actually working. I've got a little spinner. Hopefully this will go back to 1080. Or, sorry, 30. Okay, 30. Then if we push this button here, this puts us into modes. So camera mode, this is SloMotion, this is snapshot, I'm sorry, this was video, this was the camera. So you've got different modes here you can use. So if I hit this one here, which is kind of got like a timer built into it. So if you wanted to do timing, there's like 1 second, 3 seconds. So kind of like a time lapse. 1 second, I think 1 and 3 are it. So time-lapse video there, which I didn't do really much of, and then against the slow motion, again, really slow response. So slow motion is at 720, 120 frames per second. You cannot change those. Those are pretty much fixed in there, as you can see. Now I wanted to touch the viewfinder because if you look, I'm going to move the camera around. And you can see it's definitely not a super smooth viewfinder. It's a little, there's a big pause there, and it's not like we're a long way away from the camera for the Wi-Fi or anything. It's just kind of slow and clunky. So if I had any complaint, definitely that needs a little tweaking, and that's That's on the slow-mo mode, but if I was just to go to the normal out of the box, you load up, you're in the 1080p, 30 frames per second. It's not a whole lot better, as you can see here. It's pretty jerky. So you can see I get a little panorama here of the recording area. So anyway, again, if you just hit this button here, it's going to do, now it's going to do video. So if I just hit this, it actually starts recording, and it does some tones, and then you can see the light turns red on it, so maybe you can see that. So you know you're recording video and capturing it. I have recorded some video, so I will have that again at the end of this so you can see what kind of quality. I will label each one. I did change the frame rates, the resolution, and I did try the slow-mo and some other stuff on some stills, just so you could see. Now the stills, you can do 8 megapixel down to 3 megapixel with 6 in between, I think is another setting. So you know, definitely some stuff, and then we'll see how the actual video footage turns out. But the viewfinder itself through the app needs some work. But again, if you're looking for a nice action camera, this is definitely, you know, not a slouch. It's not terrible, but it is definitely not a GoPro. But again, you're not going to be spending as much as you would on a GoPro. So you know, will this action camera fit your needs and your budget, basically, is what you're going to have to be asking yourself. So again, stay tuned. I'll have the footage from this right after this, and then if you check the show notes, I'll have a link where you can pick this up. You know, it's good. It just needs a little work on the app, and I think it's a hit. And then, you know, this could be a real competitor to the GoPros and the Sony action cams and that kind of stuff that's out there. So definitely check it out. And if you're looking for a budget cam with Wi-Fi built in, and again, you can transfer these. I don't know if we went over that here, but let's look and see. Can we transfer the photos for easy sharing? That's probably going to be a question that we get. Let's see what we can do. So if I do expand the app a little bit, you can see what's on it. 7.4 gigs. It's got its battery, its Wi-Fi. Here's recent clip length, timestamp, cycle recording, camera buzzer volume. So you can change some of those. And the clip length again is unlimited, but you can actually change that if you wanted to. So let's look at the settings. Preferences, support, shop. There's where you change the actual Wi-Fi password in it. And if you wanted to disconnect, you could disconnect from it. But let's look at the preferences. Open camera details by default. So yeah, there's not a lot of preferences here. So let's go ahead and close the settings. Now, can we actually do anything with these here? So here's all files. Here's a photo that I took of the Christmas tree right there. Well, and now we're back where I didn't want to be. So let's see if we can actually transfer a file. It allows me to select, so let's go ahead and select it. And our options are save or cancel. So let's hit save. And now it's transferring it to my actual phone and my camera roll. So I have it local. So I don't have to hook this up, and I better give it access to your photos. File saved successfully. So now it's on my local phone, and then of course I can trash it if I wanted to. So yes, you can with the Wi-Fi easily transfer photos. Let's see if I can see if it's in my photo roll anywhere. There it is. Put it right in my camera roll, just like that. And not terrible. So that was the still. That was at 6 megapixels that I took of the Christmas tree. So pretty cool. I did want to touch on that too. I almost forgot. So yes, you can transfer videos and pictures wirelessly from this SD card. No need to hook it up. Then you could take it on your phone and pretty much share it with whoever. On social media, you can email it, you can text it. So you can share instantaneously with this. You don't have to have it hooked up to a computer or anything like that. So that's another really cool selling feature of that. And I almost completely forgot to tell you guys about it. Whoa! Alright, so that's it. Stay tuned for the footage. If If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.